Welcome back. This is McLaren. Today we'll be working on some U-turns that are needed. And as you know, in India, there are some roads that are very congested. And even though, as this example shows, that some of the roads have a divider in between and therefore need two roads across, we still do have some roads that are too close to activate a U-turn in between them. So today we'll be talking about that. WME seems to be under an update, so I'm needing to refresh it a lot more, just even to select the segments. So let's get started. The first rule is 16 meters should be across between two connecting roads for U-turn to be activated. We call it an H junction, like this one. So there's two parallel roads and a road connecting in between. Let's again, this is a WME issue right now, so this is not all the time. So if I select this and go to the left bottom, yeah, the length is 14 meters at the bottom. So this, if you're coming from here, this will not automatically give you a U-turn here. Let's check on Street View. There is Street View here. And if you look at the roads, no. So from here, from what we can see, U-turn is allowed. It's not written that U-turn is not allowed. So this road should give a U-turn, right? So what we will do is step one, whenever the road is connecting in between, we make it the same road type. That's very important. We don't want a street connecting two primary streets. So we'll do that. And our default is 2. For U-turns, also, you're making a full turn. So default within the city limit is 20. And on highways is 30. So save that as well. Leave the name on here. However, as we saw that this is 14 meters in length, we will need to stretch this road. Anyway, the alignment is pretty bad, so it should be easy. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so I can fix the intersection correctly. I will drag this a little bit outside. I always go outside this way because sometimes there are nodes under here that you cannot see. So just go out a little bit and take it out. This one can also be pulled and then brought back somewhere here. Now quickly unselect and select the middle segment and confirm the length, 22. Surely now the U-turns will work. Just go up a little bit. I'll do the rest a little bit later. I'm just going to drag this onto the right place. Obviously, see, that's literally the node I was talking about. I'll show you just now. This was here. If I just move it here, look, I'm creating a problem. So this node needs to go from here so the road can be straightened out. I'll do the remaining section. That's not the purpose of this video. But now this intersection looks better. And this turn is now more than 16 meters. Just to be safe, personal habit, I do 17. Just to be absolutely sure that Waze will use it for a U-turn. Same thing's happening here. It's a little bit more complicated. This is 14 meters. So there's 2 ways to do this. I would first just go in and check, because we have Street View here, that there is no restriction. Yeah, there is no restriction. And that to keep our Wazers safe, it looks like you could enter from here, but look, the petrol pump gives you no entry from this side. So we don't want to give a turn over here. So this is one way out. This will not give an entry. All we need to do is make the U-turn work. Why I'm checking this no entry, thankfully it's clearly marked, is because sometimes in these situations, the petrol pumps will allow you to enter from this side. In this case, it's not. So let's fix it. Once again, first thing, make it the same road type as the roads it's connecting. So that'll be primary street. That means lock at 2 and speed limit at 20. That is done. Now what we will do is, this one is also slightly misaligned. So I'm going to pull these a little bit extra and align it in such a way that my middle segment is now 19 meters. So this is good enough for a U-turn. I'm just doing a clean work here. So I'll go and again, I'm going outwards and then back just to give this the right alignment. I'll check this area later. Now, something I need to show you here is this one. Now see, obviously you should have a doubt whether this road exists or not. A nice shortcut is using Shift R. So I'm on a Windows system right now. If I go Shift R, the roads vanish. And I can clearly see that even though there is a road here, this U-turn has been closed. So in that case, what I would do is I would delete this. If you're a level 1 editor, you should send this to your mentor or your state manager. Do not delete roads as level 1. But if you're level 2 or above, this road can simply be deleted. Last thing to check before we do that deletion is to make sure that this is not a temporary division. You know, sometimes when police puts dividers in the road, don't forget, a JCB can come and remove those. That's not the situation here. If there were 3 dividers over here that JCB can remove, I would mark this as a closure. This is a permanent divider. This U-turn is not coming back. And therefore, this road can be deleted. Once you've done that, you realign the roads. And after realigning the roads, I will not merge these segments because I need a street on the opposite side here. Can you notice that? Here, I need a lane going inside this office. So I would rather use a PLR. This is also an entry, and this looks like an office. So we could instead, normally if there was nothing here, I would merge these 2 roads, because in this case we don't. I would use this as a PLR to go into this department or this office, whatever it is, and mark that as parking road. And that's also default to inside is 20. That's our default numbers. And don't forget to mark none for the street. And that's it. Lastly, in case it's even more congested, I'm just trying to show you an example. Sometimes the roads are very, very congested, and this is a nice, comfortable distance. In that case, what I would do is you take the ruler and you measure across, and you go till wherever it's 17. And if you click here and leave it, it stays at 17, right? So once you've left it at 17, now you can go in, take the road, and create a road on top. And you know for sure that this will be 17 meters. Once you've done that, you can save this as a U-turn. The only reason is, don't put it the other way. Traffic will be coming from this direction and making this U-turn. So we want them to have their turn instructions going to them first. Same way traffic from this area will come in and take a turn here. So want them also to have their instruction earlier at point B. Do not draw this the other way. Do not draw the U-turn this way for this road. That's all I would advise you not to do. So this is for roads that are very narrow. I've done a lot of these at 9 meters. There are some with very thin dividers with no plants, and that's about 7 meters. Maybe you cannot. That should go straight away to your state manager or to level 5 editors. Those are the only people who do junction boxes in India right now, and they can make a final decision of what they can do. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again with the next topic.